Right, I checked some of the information about monsters and things like that. The surprising thing I never really thought about too much is how new player unfriendly this all is. I mean, nothing in the game indicates that these things exist until you hit into them face first. Uh, I'm not sure if the plus weapon system is also a very good one. I mean, you could have something like you need a magic weapon to harm these, but in this game it's changed to you need a magic weapon. Okay, this creature requires +2, but the only way to find that is to actually just start hitting on the guy. There's no indication before or after really that what happened. The game doesn't make any kind of a deal out of it. Doesn't even say you probably should have magical weapons to go before you go after, things like that. And some require +3, some require +4, but you wouldn't know it unless you already just know it out of experience or someone outside the game told you it. That brings up a big problem. The enchant weapon is not gonna work on big bosses. The minimum for damage them is +4, so I had to come up with something else. Leeches are immune to spells 5 or lower. Rakshasa level, I think was it 7 or lower. With demons, it's all up in the air. They can be very easily hurt with a simple magical weapon, or require insane amounts of things to hurt there. So it depends on the demon. There's no real rule of thumb there. Not a good system. I feel like the is it third edition? Third edition system is better generally. There's not a huge threshold in what you can harm. It's they have resistances to damage if you don't have the appropriate weapon. So magical weapon just bypasses the damage reduction. It's easier to do more damage, but even with a normal weapon you could still do damage. It's a better system. It's less vulnerable to huge problems too. Oh hello, Copper Cornet Guard. Probably should rest. Right, what to do? We're going to release more slaves. There's two ways to do it. Just walk on top, or go outside in the street and walk straight to it, or use the sewer system.
I got some
Sewer
cheap
system
beer
has an
for ya.
additional quest for us to do, so I'll go through that. Should be a fairly straightforward thing. There shouldn't be anything too dangerous here, but there should be a lot of little shitheads, so I don't want to engage them. I only have a handful of spells to deal with this, yeah. Even a hobgoblin group is troublesome. Took out a shriveled old hand from the sewer. Lover's ring. There's a place here, but I think it's basically just nothing of real importance. Myconoid. Not worth our trouble. Ooh, I'm poisoned. What the hell? Yeah. Wasn't paying attention. Can I even cure that? No. Just have to endure it. Except for the poison cure. Yeah, forgot I even had those abilities. Ooh. We should be able to wrap things up quickly. We don't really have. We do have to fight against at least one creature. We don't need traps here, or we don't need to save these traps for fighting purposes. There's one weakling guy that has to be killed for the quest here to be completable, but that's not much of a problem. A shaman. We need his staff. There you go. Just attack. He'll kill you, I'll pick up the remains. Okay, he went on a killing spree apparently. No one's attacking him. Now they're reacting a little bit. Only a little bit. Yeah, this is not a good idea. They refuse to attack the shaman for some reason. I'm willing to bet the hobgoblins here don't have similar forms. Yeah, go make friends there. Shit. Crap. Crappity crap. The low duration of these spells bothers me. Like, it's not even one round per level or something like that. Or even a full goddamn turn, it's few rounds. This creature needs to die. I'm hoping I can do two things with it. Kill the shaman and have it be killed by the hobgoblins. It's not good enough. Not even remotely. So one more chance to do something. Huge success. Right, we have all the items. I'm not sure if I recall the correct order for them, but I seem to recall the option always skips something, so ding 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 ding, something like that. Doesn't really matter. We can experiment our way to success. Right. 18,000. Plus 3, 200 sword of horribleness. Want to talk to this guy. We do need to rest too before we go to the actual slaver compound. I do need some proper spells to survive there. Right. We don't really need to do anything clever here. This place has a rechargeable trap, a prismatic spray trap, so it might not actually kill the targets with a single shot, but because the effects vary, you can kill anything with it sooner or later, or it has instant death effects, pure damage, things like that, so it'll get the target if we just get the target in the correct place. So we can do whatever we want here, doesn't matter. We'll try to get as much kills and things as possible, but it's not a big deal. We want Captain Hagen, I suppose, really. Guess I'm still invisible.
A quick prayer to Umberley is all that stands between me and the sea's bottom. Sure enough, eh?
Shit. That's the ticket. I'll murder everything. Here we go.
Nothing like
Next.
some time ashore. Grog and a good lass.
I'm gonna just disappear from view now.
A quick prayer to Umberley.
Ah, that's a good murder machine.
Sure enough, eh?
Holy shit, he's a much better fighter than I even thought. Huge amount of attacks in a round.
The seas are sure rough this time of year.
Good show. Hagen's Key. I'm certain this room has a trap. I don't recall where, probably closer to the stairs. Right, the trap I was talking about earlier is here. Yeah, fairly harmless if you just move past it, but more or less if we can lure an enemy into this room, we can kill it. Wizard, wizard. Anything else? We don't really need all that many traps here. This trap is everything we need. I'm going to move around and removing some of these obstacles now. Couple of mages, handful of guards. I'm sure this place has trolls, but prismatic spray trap makes them all irrelevant. The mages are big trouble. Any kind of archer unit in general. The melee guys we can sort of lure to the trap fairly easily. Just go there, turn ourselves invisible, they'll stand around like idiots taking prismatic spray. But range weapon user is tougher, mages is tougher. Right. So half a dozen guys here. Handful down this path. Yanti. Yanti should be far superior to the standard guards. Okay. We can get something going here. Yeah, I have a single spell left though, so not that much. I think we should leave these guys alone. We need to rest before we come back to them. Here, a single spell could pretty much decide things.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool.
Ooh, you want to take part in this? Be blind.
Care to dance?
Go there, I don't care what happens. Well, they'll kill you, but more interested in the follow-up reaction. They'll waste some of their spell defenses, I'd imagine. I think I lost control of the guy on the way there. Fair enough. Rubbish jewelry. Another two.
Stand. You rest each. You walk among them. These beasts that are less than you are. See their strength. See how easily you force their muscle and skill. Why do you stand? Do you realize the power you might hold? When the world of flesh is beneath you, even creatures mysterious and magical will fall. Follow and follow, if only to protect the weak that fell because of you.
Right, the mages. Yanti and mages. Well, Yanti can be lured to the trap easily enough. The mages are the main problems to live.
You will suffer. Oh, yes.
Yes, I will suffer. I want the mages to die specifically. They might have scrolls for us. The rest is sort of a luxury, more or less.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool.
Yeah, we'll see how this ends up going. Okay, we should try to blind the spellcasters. It's a fairly easy way to neuter them. We'll go for Yanti at this point. Not sure if this can even work on them. They have to make a saver spell. Still not too promising. Too far away. Right. Come and take your medicine, everyone. They're blinded and 40 points of damage. And they're dead. Can't really do much. Might be able to charm someone. Might as well give it a try.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool.
Okay, do something. Move here. I think the guy's blind, that's why he can't cast spells. Wonder who blinded him. Come on, surely you can hit him once. I know you have reduced attack throws, but
This will
you
be
do
a
something
slow
else?
and
No.
painful.
Sure you can cast this range. What I thought. Right, this position is better for me because if they lose their paralysis effect, I can use the trap to kill them. Or if I lose control of that guy, whatever.
You will
We
suffer.
move a little bit here.
Prepare to be
All
eviscerated,
ulterior
fool.
motives here. Yep. There we go. Anyone still left alive here? No. Potion of Ice Dust. Terrible potion. That's gonna pick it up. It's like protection from fire for 1 round, which is pretty much the smallest unit of time that's reasonable in this game. So timing that correctly so you evade the fire damage is pretty much impossible. Especially because you don't instantly take actions, usually you wait until the switch between turns happens before you start. So you just can't time it so accurately enough to be useful. Might be worth a little bit of money, but I doubt it. Shield. Welcome. Our armor class is terrible. Protection from evil in scroll form is not a horrible idea. You never know beforehand when someone pulls a demon out of their butts. So you might not be prepared with the correct corresponding counter spells. Wand of Fear is technically useful for us, but I don't think it will be in practical terms. A better option for us would probably be a Confusion or Chaos spell if we want to play a group of people out of a fight temporarily. Right. There should be people still here. Okay. Actually, I don't want to show myself yet. We need to take care of the trolls. So we probably will lure all the remaining people into that same trap. At the same time, if the slaver guard survives, it's hardly it's gonna make a difference to me. I might as well leave the guy alive. Trolls are in an awkward location, so I sort of have to take them out. I could just distract them, I suppose, but trolls are troublesome for this character. So I take some pleasure in actually just being able to kill a few of them, even if they're totally pointless and meaningless like these guys here.
Hello? Who are you?
This is more useful as a reputation increase than anything else, and it's also, I suppose, fairly, well, harmless thing for us to do. I need both trolls. Disintegration. Yeah, there are a couple of effects that will kill even a troll outright. Doesn't always have to be acid or fire. But we can't use that because disintegration's only purpose is really to do harm and kill. So is finger of death and similar spells.
I don't know you at all. You don't live here.
Right, that's a wrap pretty much.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'm a one-man party. If I try to go out of the area, the party is with every time. I don't really see how could you possibly complain about the you must gather your party. Wait a minute. What's down here? Oh shit. Still, the container might have something useful. I'm pretty sure this is trapped. It says nothing. And I'm gonna get paralyzed there. No, because I'm immune to it. Yeah, that's why we have the sword. Right, let's just run away toward our success.
I'll test your metal with cold steel.
Be blind. Apparently no. Has to be worth a reputation point or two. Shouldn't make much of a difference in pricing. Need to be higher.
I
I will always be grateful for your assistance.
38,000 experience points. Gained item, gained 4,000 gold. Not sure what exactly did we gain. I'm not seeing it. Wait. How much money do I have? When I get 15,000, the guilds are going to start bothering me about joining them.
I got some cheap beer for you.
But I do need to gather up the cash, so it's not like I have much about the choice here. $20,000. Yeah, now they're gonna start bothering me. We're reaching the line where I could get Robo Big now. It's by far the most important purchase I could make. I think I'll get it, even if I have to sacrifice something in order to.
Hello, friends. She is worthy of your trust. If you feel worthy of hers, I need tell her nothing. She will know when you arrive. Farewell, and good journeys to you.
Wow, an adventurer.
Right, everyone wants to talk with me now. We need to go to these meetings, even if I go to the meeting, I'll have to pick a side. So, am I going to go with the Shadow Thieves or the Vampire Guild? Joining the Vampire Guild would be easier for me because the opposition would be humans only. At the same time, I sort of don't want to join them because I'm going to have to face them again later. So the more allies I get against them, the easier the secondary engagement will be, and it'll be the tougher one. Point more or less being that I need to be able to take them on now anyway. We don't have to immediately engage them or anything like that. So we can still level up quite a bit. I think I'll go with the Shadow Thieves.
You have arrived. I had worried I might have to discipline. I have asked you here because we are unlike. You work for these shadow thieves on the pretense they will help locate your missing companion, Imoen. Yes, they are shadow thieves, and yes, they are as nefarious as you've probably heard.
Bodhi's offer rejected. Ah yeah, there's a guy buried here alive. Since we're here, we might as well deal with that. I don't think you get another opportunity once you notice it. Either you deal with it immediately or the guy isn't gonna make any more noises. It's easy experience for us in exchange for walking a little bit and talking to a few people.
Yes?
What I was mainly interested was the spirit here. We're going to be moving around the copper corner a lot anyway. Might as well deal with that. Willen. He's coming to talk to me
Who
anyway.
are you?
I'm not paying the 15,000 for the Shadow Thieves either at this time. My own capability upgrades are much more important than whichever guild I want to choose to join.
You have been stand back, or you'll
Oh
regret
shit. We need to... I don't have spells and we need to get this guy out of here. Yep. We don't have a choice here, we're just gonna run. You should never travel without your spell selection. Don't really have a choice here where to go either. There's a timer on this guy. Need to deliver him before he dies.
Let me have a taste. Come.
And more encounters. Still, we must push on until we deliver at least this guy. Do I have the... No, I don't even have the charm from my ring left anymore.
What can it be now?
15,300 gold. And there should be a follow-up quest here,
Your
right?
voice is ambrosia.
I don't want to do any of this now. What was I doing? Yeah, seeing if we can get enough money to buy the rope of Beck now. And first thing I'm gonna do though is rest. There seems to be encounters coming our way constantly, and I can't do anything about them.
It's a cold and dreary day when the sun can't extend a bit of hospitality to his guests. Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's bounty.
We should seriously consider paying for the spellcasting license too. There's some benefit in luring cult wizards to traps to try to get some equipment off of them, but our entire thing is spellcasting. So if we can't do it on the streets, we're more or less just helpless and we have to run away from everything. Can't even cast something as simple as invisibility without cult wizard interfering. So I think we can lure them into buildings to fight. But that probably always isn't gonna work. So after we have the rope of Vecna, priority should be given to buy the spellcasting license. I don't care about luring wizards to traps in exchange for a couple of measly things out of them. Actually, that might be more important than the rope. The rope allows me to cast spells faster. It'll be very useful in a couple of situations, but only in a couple. And I also need to buy new spells. Point being, if I spend every penny I have to buy the rope, I'm not sure that's the smart thing to do. We'd be better off with a couple of extra spells and the spellcasting license. We'll get the rope later. I'm selling the standard healing potions away. We're getting too many healing potions, so there's no point in hoarding the weaker ones. Oh shit. Strap. Right, Linus is the one we're looking for.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
You'll never take me alive. So, What exactly am I gonna use to kill you?
Timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
I think there were a couple of guards here though. But Linus has to die, so we're gonna have to charm the guards, disable Linus. And then there's the animals too. Right. I'm not actually sure the animals are still here. We need to do it the other way. I need to paralyze his ass first. Paralyzation lasts for a longer time. Domination because it lasts longer than the charm effect.
Declare yourself. I'll test your metal with cold steel.
Okay, we should have no trouble killing him the time it's under our control. We'll send him to the corner of shame after that's done. We should be able to get a little bit of extra cash. Certainly enough for the roof. Is that where we want to go though? It does help quite a bit because I don't have to stand there like an idiot for a long time trying to cast these charm spells. They're more or less instantaneous or just last a very short time. So it does make quite a bit of a difference. And we can get more money with oh shit.
Out of my way. Calm down. Shut your mouth, dwarf. As for you, I said get your stinking hide out of my way.
I need to go. Yeah, I can't just start casting on the streets here. A lot of hostiles still in the copper cornet, so we'll use them to get rid of these. I'm not sure. These are probably much better than the local guards though, so we'll have to be again a little bit careful how we're handling this. We can use one to kill the other, then finish them off against some kind of a shitty guard.
Alright, you and me. Let's go. Stay back, or you'll regret it. Alright, you and me. Let's go. I can break an arm or a leg. Alright, you and me. Let's go. Yeah, be off with you.
Actually, I don't really care what happens to Corvale. Not really.
You're a piece of iron, you are. Stay back, or you'll regret it.
Winter will be still here.
I
can break an arm or a leg for a copper or two.
What else? I they'll kill each other. I don't really care about the end result. Yeah, Winter Wolf had 0 chance. Any other creatures? No, I think they're all cleansed. No, not even close. Yeah, I'm somewhat interested in seeing what happens here. There are powerful fighters on both sides now. We only have pretty much this one spell. Either works or we're fucked. Surprised it doesn't work on him. It's not that good. Already succeeded in doing this before.
Die back, or you'll regret it. I can break an arm or a leg for a copper or two. Yeah, be off with you. You're a piece of iron, you are.
Yeah, not exactly up to the task here. What were we doing? Trying to get some more money, then decide what to do. I'd rather go for the rope, because it'll also give us armor class benefits, so that's a lot of survivability. The fact that I don't have to stand around so long casting spells, a lot of survivability. Yep. The spell casting license is convenience. It's a lot of convenience and I want it, but it's just convenience. And we can circumvent that by choosing our fighting location. Extra spells is naturally nice, but we're gonna get that anyway. Just a little bit later. We have most of the crucial spells.
When I see one.
So it's not like everything will turn to shit just because we can't get it right now. Yeah, we'll be left with a couple of extra thousand. What about jewelry? They're used to upgrade equipment, but I don't have much of a clue about what equipment. It's a good source of money for me right this second. Do I want to hoard them for potential future use? I probably should sell at least the damage spells away. Right, 28,000. Good respectable sum. It also allows us to get the Rope of Vecna and maybe protection from magical weapons. I'd like to get the level up too. The way to get it quickly bridge district might be. We do have the piece of cloth from the red clothed man, so if we talk with people there, do that. That's could potentially be enough experience to get to level up. There are a lot of minor quests there that basically much require us to just talk or maybe disarm a trap or two, enough to get to 10,000 anyway. Yeah, they don't like invisible people here.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you?
23,800. Armor class 1 to armor class minus 2. And free up a new slot. And I don't think we want anything here other than that.
Rybald Bardaman at your service.
Which money do we have? 4,600. Well, it's enough to do what exactly? Maybe buy a spell scroll or two. It's not enough to buy the license. The license is thousands of gold pieces. It's below 10,000. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I don't think we can afford it. I'm gonna go look for the shopkeeper who usually has the protection from medical weapons.
Greetings, citizens. I trust you'll be keeping your weapons at your sides. There's a disgustingly sick person out there, and I simply don't have the manpower to protect everyone.
I'll trade you a few words, sure enough.
We still want 12,000 experience points too. Hoping I can get it from here.
My prices are the best south of Waterdeep.
I'm sure this has a trap or two. Yes. Why did I disarm that? What trap is it? Not renewable. Right, doesn't matter then. Could have checked what this trap is. I don't have much hope for it being useful. And I don't think fighting on the streets here is pretty much a big deal anyway. There are a lot of people inside the houses that we could use, and I don't see any problem why we couldn't lure people there. So no need to preserve these. Traps in general would not be our preferred way to do things if there are reasonable alternative ways to do things. At least not at this point. Experience now is very incredibly valuable. Later on things might change. 4,700. I think I'll get that by doing the red claw thing. Born of Valhalla can summon a fighter of X level, can be improved. Worthless to us, pretty much. Except in exceptional circumstances. I'm not sure why I want to waste inventory slots just for that. Right, the guy we're looking on would be here somewhere. I don't recall his name.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
For you, sir, 20 pence.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Utter rubbish. Silverhorn Valhalla also sells healing services. No, we want a named shopkeeper, not a storekeep. Might as well take that first, it's actually the more important thing here. Not sure when.
No.
Boys, don't fight over me, please.
Right, he's not here. Well, Mrs. Cragmore is.
Hello there.
Potion seller. Not bad, but I'm not sure I want to spend a lot of money on this at the moment. Huge amount of fire resistance potions and invisibility. Still another good person to meet here. We have a lot of invisibility already, different types. I don't think I need that. A single potion as storage would be nice, just as a backup. I also want to test one thing, but I'm not gonna buy those. In Baldur's Gate 1, the potion effects stack. I'm not sure if they stack in this one. I need to test that. It'll basically decide how we're gonna buy things. If they stack, we might as well just buy fire resistance potions, but if they don't, we'll have to alternate between fire resistance scrolls and fire resistance potions to get the immunity with that sort of stuff mainly.
Explain your intent and make it good. Explain your intent and make it good.
I'm more than willing to let the other guys go free. They might have something we want. Not like I can really cast anything at them. What exactly do you want to have? They're pushing me? Bullshit. Okay. Got one of them turn hostile. But the other... Come on. I can go get some guard to kill it or lure it into a building. That's not a problem. How the hell did you turn hostile but not the other one? There we go. There's a guard at the northern edge, but don't particularly want to look. Stelosaurus here. Yep. Stelosaurus has a guard.
The seas are sure rough this time of year.
Boosh. Okay, we probably would want them to kill each other, but I don't actually have one ability left. I don't want to haste his ass. I'm gonna have to kill him next, so... I don't think our charm is gonna last long enough. Although it was from a ring, so it could have a differing duration. 100 seconds. That's a weird... It's a... What is it? One turn is 60 seconds. It's a much longer duration spell. Not a huge duration, but it's enough to kill our target. One round is 6 seconds. Usually the duration from charm is 5 rounds, so 30 seconds. It lasts longer than the paralysis lasts. Holy shit, this guy has a billion hit points. No, we're just doing triple damage. But still, probably closer to 100. Shit. Come on.
Nothing like some time ashore. Grog and a good lass on that.
Good timing. Didn't get the experience, but are they not gonna kill each other? Well, that's a disappointment. Leave it to the police. Yep, 2 cops. Not sure how good they are. They probably are gonna ignore the cops, at least initially. That's enough for them to die. Boots? Don't have boots. Plus 5 versus missile attacks. Oh, that's nice. Right, too bad we didn't really get anything out of it. But I wasn't exactly expecting anything out of that. Well, if we were to get a gunner killed, that would have been enough to get the level up. I wasn't relying on that to get the level up. I was relying on the containers here. Traps and locks. Maybe talking to the hostage in the upper floor. That sort of thing.
Stand where you're at, peasant.
16,750. Yep, that's enough. I'm not going to have anything to do with the ransom note. It's all for a pair of silver pantaloons or something like that. Weapon proficiency, 6 level spells. Yes. I'll take a katana. It doesn't matter at all what we're gonna take. Not at all. Summon Nishru, a good anti-mage spell. Until they get death spell and then it's worthless. More domination. Always domination. Stone Skin's a good one. The others are better in a lot of situations, but they're not in those other situations. I think I'll add a vocalize here. If someone silences me, I'm basically boned at that point. So it's good to have as a backup. Right. 361,751 points until the next level up. We have 5,000 gold, and we can probably get rid of that piece of red cloth right about now. I'll just dump it somewhere in a container. We need night time to return the little man. So I'll see if the shopkeeper has reappeared here. If not, we'll just complete the little man quest.
Never had rats. No, sorry.
Probably will rest for a long time though. Full day, so it does nothing to us. Still, the shopkeeper could have. If the shopkeeper depends on the day, it could have appeared here. I think it might be time of day. Yeah, this is crack moon. Alternatively, it alternates on the time you actually visit this place.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition. Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
Yeah, seems satisfactory to me. We're not interested in deflection, we're interested in reflection. And the prices aren't terribly good here either. So I'll pass that offer. I need to rest for 8 hours. Nighttime, yes. No, they've been close. Ooh, I still want to visit the Bridge District. Because it's a different visit and it's evening time. So the seller might be there. Mira.
No, you're lying. My mother isn't with you.
She sent us to fetch you, my dear. Take my hand and you shall see.
Right, whatever happens here will end.
Ellis, watch the sides.
Get away from her, you witch!
What is this?
I do want to deliver the little man bear doll though, just to get it out of the inventory. And the experience naturally welcome.
I'm half elf, and if you don't get out of
get her before.
Yes! I knew you had it in you. Sorry, witch and witch lackeys. She's safe now.
You didn't think this through, did you?
Not real well. But that's what magic is for.
Another. I suppose the fault is as much mine as yours. I was the one who trusted you, after all. Come along.
I'm going to the building so I can cast haste on my guy. Muggers? Are you shitting me? Fine.
Alright, you and me. Let's go.
Let's get it on. Who wants to die first?
Alright, you and me. Let's go.
Muggers might actually be worth a decent amount of experience.
Alright, you and me. Let's go.
Did you have a captain or something?
Alright.
No, just a group of muggers.
You and me. Let's go. Alright, you and me. Die back, or you'll regret it.
I'm sure you will.
You and me. Let's go.
Just need a couple of them to die.
Alright.
That's
Die back. I can break an arm or a leg.
yeah, please.
Be off with you.
Don't.
I can break an arm or a leg.
Oh fuck! You already fucked it up by shooting my ally.
Alright.
Shit.
You and me. Let's go. Alright. You and me. Let's go. Alright. You and me. Let's go.
He's dominated, but he wasn't dominated. I love that. Probably an elf or something. But you people do something else.
Stay back, or you'll regret it. Alright, you and me. Let's go. I can break an arm or a leg for a... Alright, you and me. Let's go. Yeah, be off with you.
You and me. Let's go. You're a piece of iron, you are. Yeah, be off with you. All right, you and me. Let's go.
4 muggers are this much trouble. Right, no matter what happens, I don't want them to attack me again. 1000 experience points per mugger. That's actually surprisingly good. High quality muggers in this city.
You're a piece of iron, you are. All right, you and me. Let's go. All right, you and me. Let's... Stay back,
What
or
are
you'll
you
regret
doing?
it. All right, you and me. Let's go. I can break an arm.
Why didn't you just continue attacking?
You and me. Let's go. You and me. Let's go.
I think I might have killed their boss or something, so the rest of the muggers are dispersing.
All right, you and me. Let's go.
Otherwise, I don't get why he tried to run away. Didn't seem like a moral break or anything. Just decided that he wants to go toward the exit for some reason. Right.
Yeah, be off with you.
He's retreating, but without any particular reason. The ring would turn yellow if he would actually have lost his morale. But we were here for something completely different, though. Yeah, some of the shopkeepers have definitely changed. So, cross your fingers. And yes.
Ah, I know
Cut
a discerning eye when I see one.
Ooh, spell immunity. Yes. Spell immunity is one of those things that basically feels like cheating because the AI doesn't really handle it all that well. We need protection from cold. The rest can wait. We got the good stuff. Spell immunity was an added bonus. I think it's better in most situations. For about 12 rounds now, we'll be immune to their spellcasting. It's especially good because some kind of creatures have a very nasty tendency to just repeat the same powerful spell over and over. So there works against that if you have the spell immunity. And what is it now? It's Nira. I don't want to get involved with the companion crab. Balagar is the exception because it's needed for the
Oh, come
planar
on!
sphere.
Wait a tick. Is that good to see? Some days, it's good to be a wild mage. You know, the hidden refuge. It's a camp. Wild magic is wild. At the moment, in the meantime, it looks like I'm hoofing it. Unless you happen to have a jade figurine of a horse and a saddle.
Actually, I'm not sure how much we could do about the Nira's questline without Nira being involved. I'm not sure I want to get involved, but I'm not sure I don't. There's this little spirit.
Who are you?
15,500. Yeah, I'll leave things here. More or less, I'm very pleased where we are now. Spell immunity is very situational though. It's amazingly good, but at the same time, you're not exactly gonna use it against muggers. Right. Excellent. We're a piece poor, but otherwise things are looking rosy.